wherever we are, let's shake out the frustrations. We're going to lean and tap. We're just going to take a moment, get ourselves moving right away. We've wasted enough time. Gosh, we waste so much time on technology. Ugh. So I think that's going to tell me to go for my walk after class. We're going to lean and tap, going left to right, and 4, 3, 2, and we're going to kick it across, heel it across, heel, heel, adding a little twist through the core, through the waist, letting your spine move, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're going to now kick to the side, kick. Don't kick too high, and please don't kick your furniture. Or pets, I should specify pets, don't kick your pets. Kicking to the side, kick, kick, and 5, 4, 3, 2, and just a little donkey kick it behind you. Just shaking a few things out here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and let's bring it in, heels in, toes out, and just a little funky walk, using those obliques to lift up through the thighs and the hips. And don't worry about how fun and fancy you look. Just lifting those hips up, and 5, 4, 3, 2, heels down, knee bends, plie dips. Going up and down, up and down. Add a little side to side. This side to side makes your core work. 5, 4, 3, 2, and rise up through center. Push into the balls of the feet, calf raises, squeezing up and down. Up and down, up and down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and toes forward, lift back up, calf raises. Going up and down, focusing on those calves, heels coming up and down. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and give me some Elvis wiggle knees, left and right. Get some funky arms going, just for fun. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and feet together, knee wobbles. Let's get some knee wobbles going, left to right, shaking things out. Pretend you're downhill skiing. Not that anybody wants to think about skiing now that the weather's finally getting warmer. 5, 4, 3, 2, and toe tap it forward. And we're bending the knee and we're pointing the toes down. Jam those toes down gently. Now take it up a little higher and adding just a little twist. Bearing those knees to about hip height. Use the exhale, use those abdominals to help lift up those legs. Now we're going to turn this into a little bit of a kick to the cross. Just a nice little kick, add that little twist. So you've got an idea where we might be going, yes? Knee, kick, knee, kick, knee up and kick it to the side. Cane hands, knee and kick, knee, kick. This is great for warming up some joints, getting your heart rate up a little. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Give it a march. And then with a march and a step. Warming everything up, shaking things out. 5, 4, 3, 2, turn this into Jane Fonda, kicking your own bum. I'm sure she didn't call it that, but I like this idea of just kicking your own bum, heel to bum. Pull those elbows back And you can just turn this into a step if you want. Encouraging you to give yourself that boost by kicking your own bum. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and bring it in. Fix your pants as required. I feel like some days my pants fit better than other days, and it's the same pair of pants, so there shouldn't be any difference. So we're going to lock and load the arms, and we're going to wiggle twist. Wiggle twist, wiggle twist, wiggle twist. Go as fast as you can. Go as fast as you can, like it's like a speed race. Wiggle twist. 5, 4. Try talking doing this. 3, 2, and turn this into twists. Gonna do a little bit more of this, kind of waking up the whole body, shaking out the joints, loosening everything up before we switch over to some handheld weights. Get the arms up a little. Just a nice little reach, twist, 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 twist. You can even hop it if you want, if you've got the energy for it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Grab your handheld weights. So handheld weights, we're going to start off with elbows in, palms up halfway, squeeze to the side. And we're going to add some layers to this, so just get really comfortable in keeping elbows tucked in, nice and tall chest. We are not bending the back. Now we're going to shift our weight to the right foot. Left leg hovers. Just hovering that leg off the ground if you can. If you need a little balance check, you can tap it. I prefer just the holding, really focusing on my core, doing all the work for stability. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to switch sides, and this time hover, elbows to the side, but we're going to add a little side push. Side push. So keep those elbows in, but then give them a little kick out. Bring those elbows in and back. Keeping the palms up. Whoop. Checking in with balance, checking in with core. Kick it up and out to the side with the arms. I say kick and it's the arms should be hit. 5, 4, 3, 2, and now feet come down. Keep the arms up and out to the side. Grip your weights nice and tight, palms up and back. And it's a small movement in the shoulder cuff. Palms up and back. If the weights are too heavy, you can always drop the weights. Palms up and back. Right palm up, left palm back. Palm up and back, up and back. So it looks a little squirmy, and that's okay. Palms up and back. Stay with me. 5, 4, 3, 2, and arms forward and to the side. If you've got dumbbells, you don't need to smash them. If you've got Pilates balls, go ahead and give them a smash. And if you don't have any weights, don't worry about it. Just keep the arms moving in the same direction and let your chest press through. Letting your chest press through for 5, 4, 3, 2, and yes, you get to release the arms, but don't drop your weights. Give me some shoulder shimmies. And we're going up and down, and then a little forward and back, and forward and back. And now we're going to get the elbows up a little with the shoulder shimmy, and add a hip, add a waist. You can slow it down to try and get the rhythm, or speeding it up. And then, you know, the faster you go, it just looks like you got your fingers stuck in an electric socket, which is fine. The goal here is to move those arms, working the shoulders, moving the hips and the waist, working those abdominals. 5, 4, 3, 2, and bring it down. Right foot stays, left foot, give it a couple of taps. Still holding your weights, just a few taps. Now, option 1, you can keep the tapping or just hover the leg. Arms out to the side and down. Exhale. Now you could tap and kick at the same time as the arms are moving up. So when the arms come up, the leg comes up, or you keep the leg raised. Check in with what feels more challenging for you and see if you can stay in the challenging variation of it longer. Stay with me for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and release. Before we switch sides, give me some little bum wiggles, left to right, shaking it out, get silly. 4, 3, 2, and shift it over to the left. Right leg up, first some taps. And now this time the arms come out to the side. You choose if the leg floats or if you're going to kick it up with the arms. See what works for you, but also what challenges you. Where do you feel like you have to work harder? I know if I take my right leg and tap it up and down, my hip and my glutes are going to work harder, but I feel like I give my abdominals a break, so this feels more challenging on my abdominals to keep me balanced and stable the whole time. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down and give me some bum wiggles. We should all do bum wiggles at least 3 times a day for a minute each time, at least, if not more. Maybe even in the grocery store checkout, because that, you know, would be fun, in my humble opinion. We're going to come with our feet close together. Take the arms back, and it's just a little tricep press. Keep the chest forward. Exhaling it back. Make sure you're not arching your back, keeping the spine nice and long and tall. 5, 4, 3, 2, and bring all of your weight over to the right hand. If you can hold both in one hand, great. If not, just take one out. We're going to take our left hand to the side of our head. I'll show you a couple of options, okay? Option 1, just side bend, but don't move the hips. Just moving from the ribs and down. This is your option 1. Option 2, bend the right knee, lift up the right heel, side bend and up. Now option 3, by the way, option 2 is still no hip sticking to the side. Option 3 is out and across. Inhale, exhale it up. Inhale, exhale, reach it up and over. Inhale, exhale. And then the reason our right heel is lifted is because we're actually using it to put some weight on it and using it to push back and up. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, woohoo, and 1. We switch sides. So again, and you can do all of this without any weights if you want to. So option 1, just a side bend. Option 2, bend the left knee, lift up the left heel. No pushing out with the hips. And then option 3, it's a lean and press across, making sure the left hand goes at least to the right shoulder. Inhale down, exhale up and over. Inhale, exhale. You can make all of these movements even smaller, honoring what's happening in the back, in the core, in balance, anything. Stay with me for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the hands down the side, back, single weight, single hands. We're going to side bend, just a small movement. Now this is so easy for me just to let my hips do the bending. No, it's the ribs. Keeping everything close. Now this is your option 1. Option 2, lift up your heels by an inch or 2 and side bend. Now with your heels off the ground, I'm going to assume your balance is a little less steady. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so this is going to be an option with or without the weights. Fix your pants. We're going to get into our nice, wide, strong stance. Heels in, toes out at a bit of an angle. Take the arms down low, but not resting. With or without the weights. Remember, there's an option. So first, just move the hips. Keep the arms strong and out to the side. So here, my arms don't have to do any work. Here, there has to be a little bit of work. Isometric hold through the shoulders. Now, from this little hip wiggle, we're going to tap the toes. Get a little bit more movement. But notice my shoulders stay in the same spot the whole time. You can take the arms a little higher if you want. And 5, 4, 3, 2, center, and we pulse, pulse, pulse. Just the hips, just the legs, the arms, isometric hold. Stay with me. Using exhale, squeezing up and down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and come low. Bring the hands to the shoulders. Lift up the right heel. Press the palms up. Heel and elbows come down. Press up and down. If lifting that heel up and down is not working for you, you can just go for a full pulse here. Lift up the heel and down. Right heel up and down. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. Don't come up. Left heel up and down. Arms lift and drop. Heels, arms drop. Lift and drop. Inhale, exhale, push it up. Don't come up. I know thighs are getting pretty warm. Stay with me. Just a little longer. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Don't come up. Arms to the side, a rib slide. Of course, some of you are probably coming up. Stay low. Rib slide it across. Keep those arms active or rest the arms, your choice, with or without the weights. 4, 3, 2, and toes forward. Sink it down. Give me a little bounce. 4, 3, 2, bring it up, and we kick. Kick it to the side, and we're going to add a jab. Whatever leg is kicking, that same arm is going to punch across. 5, 4, 3, 2. Guess what? We stay nice and wide again. Heels in, toes out. This time, it's a jab across. Just taking your right hand towards the left shoulder, and we switch. Get a little lower into those thighs. Dig those heels in. Come on, ladies and gents, perhaps, you know, get lower. 5, 4, 3, 2, and bring the hands down. Don't come up. Tap it left to right, left to right. Palms up, just a nice little swing, and rise up, toes forward. I don't know how your thighs are doing, but mine are a little warm. We're gonna lose the balls, we're gonna grab our flex band, and we are gonna make our way to the floor very soon. So, making sure you don't eat your hair. If you've got a band, sometimes even just like a house coat belt can work because it gives it a little bit of resistance. Shoulder blades down and back. Thumbs are in towards each other. And we pulse. Nice proud chest, just a little pulse. Proud chest. Now, no arching of the back. Proud chest. Think about those shoulder blades squeezing down and back. Stay with me for 5, 4, 3, 2, and shoulder height. Now, when the shoulders come, the hands come up, don't let the shoulders come up. Keep those shoulder blades down and back, and we pulse. Pulse, pulse. Stay with me for just a little longer. We are going to make our way to the floor in just a moment. 5, 4, 3, 2, and relax. Bring those arms down, roll the shoulders up and back. We're going to step on the band. And when we step on the band is going to come out where our thumbs are. Shoulder blades down and back. Now, soft bend, but don't bicep curl. Straight arms with a soft bend out to the side. Keeping shoulder blades, yes, I keep saying it, down and back, because we're not trying to lift into the shoulders. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. 5, 4, 3, 2, and release, but don't, I should say relax, but don't release. We're just going to cross the band over. Now the band is going to come out where your pinkies are. So you're switching the grip so the thumbs are pointing down. Pull up just enough that you've got a flat back, and we're going to pull the elbows back and down. Exhale back and down. Squeeze and down. We're not flaring the elbows, we're pulling elbows towards ribs. So our chest gets to pull through that space. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and release. We're going to come to the floor. So on the floor, we're going to come straight into a seated position. Whoop. Try not to sit on your band. I almost give myself a wedgie with my band. Take the band around your right foot. Both ends of the band are going to go into one hand, the left hand. I want you to grab around knee length with the palm up, hugging the elbow in, and just start with the elbow pull. Just the elbow. But then we're going to add a little twist, and it's the spine pulling us to neutral. So we're not trying to lean somewhere over to the left. It's tall, hugging elbows in. Inhale, exhale. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stay and pulse. Pulse with the torso, not the elbow, just the torso. Little pulse, pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, and release it out. Switch. Take the band around the left foot, hold it with your right, around knee height, so don't bend in and stay bent. We want to stay tall. Start off with palms up, elbows to ribs. Squeezing in. 4, 3, 2. Now, add the twist. So everything has to work. The core, the obliques, everything pulls together. But because we're not leaning or pulling down, there's very minimal impact on some of our QL muscles because we're just focusing on the abdominals, doing the pull and the push with the arm. Exhale it back. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now take it back and we pulse. Pulse because your torso is moving, not because you're yanking on your arm. Squeeze, squeeze. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and release it down. Bring both legs forward. Both feet come inside the band. And remember, if you've got a house coat belt, that can work as well if you don't have a flex band. But honestly, you can find these pretty cheap almost anywhere. So my thumbs are pointed towards my toes and my hands are gripping around my knees. And I'm going to lift up tall, straight arm to the side. Pulling back. And what I'm not doing is pulling and letting go. I'm pulling and then slowing the release. Pull, slow the release. And I'll just show you side view real quick. Tall, arms, and release. What we're not doing is pulling and then just letting go. Don't let the band bounce you around. You are in control of the band. 4, 3, 2, and release. Take the band off to the side. We're going to use it again in just a moment. We're just going to do some classical saws, and you can choose to use weights with this version. So just a reminder, classical saw is not about how wide your legs can go and doing the splits. You can bring them closer. And it's not about touching the toes, although if you can reach there, that's fine. It's about getting the rotation through the spine and this reach. So let's just practice a couple without trying to touch the toes, where we just reach and we're twisting. So the focus here is just twisting through the top of the spine. Now I'm going to take my hand, my right hand, reach it towards at least my shin. I'm not bending, I'm not rounding, I'm reaching with a tall chest. My left hand scoops in and back and reach. Always come back through to center. Feel the length through the spine as your courageous heart leads. Now adding the weights if you want. And each one you can explore. Can you stretch a little further? Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale it down. Stay with me for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. We're going to come onto our back. So on our back, we're going to take our weights into our hands, first just over the shoulders. Palms facing in towards each other. Then take them out to the side, not all the way to the ground. Let them hover a good, half a foot or more to a foot off the ground, keeping this isometric contraction. Now bring the right knee up, tabletop, and then just tap it down. Exhale it up and down. Want you to really check into what's happening in the lower back. Check that your ribs and hips are staying put. 4, 3, 2, and release, and we switch. Left leg up, just a tabletop, keeping the knee at about 90 degrees, tap it down and up. Checking in with stability. Where is your belly button pulling towards the ground to keep you stable? And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now bring the arms up and bring both legs up, tabletop. We're going to take turns. Right arm reaches, left leg taps it down. Right now, keep it as a tap, meaning the knees stay bent. Reach up and over. Left arm, right leg. Left arm, right leg. Exhaling it up. Inhale. Check what's happening in the spine. If there's a lot of pivoting, if there's a lot of arching, make the movement smaller. Focusing on stabilizing. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, and bring those feet down. With or without the weights, you get to choose. We're going to take the arms up and around. Whoop, I've got a kettlebell in my way. Circle down towards your hips and a little curl up to reach towards the knees. Inhale, straight up and over. Exhale, circle with the palms up towards the hips and a curl up. Now we can add more to this. We can bring the knees in and extend the arms and toes away from each other, but I can keep my head and shoulder down the entire time. Or I can add a little curl up. Exhale it up and inhale round. Remember, the option is to drop the weights and the option of keeping your head and shoulders down, and you can even keep the feet down and just focus on the arms. Give me 3 more. Exhaling it up. Last one. Release the feet down. Take the arms up overhead. Now, palms face your knees. So the knuckles are pointing towards your thighs. Take the arms up overhead, but don't let them touch the ground. Check that your ribs are not flaring up. We're going to pull those ribs down, connecting deeper to the hips. Push into the heels, lift up your hips. Just a little bit off the ground, 1 inch or 2. They don't have to go far. And now we're going to tap the feet, left and right. Left and right. Tapping, left and right. Nice and slow and steady. Tap it, left and right. And stay with me for 5, 4, 3, 2, and release your hips down 1 vertebrae at a time. Keep your arms up overhead. Bring the legs up. Now, option 1, just keep your legs here. Option 2, you can tap it down. Option 3, both legs extend and bring it in. But they don't have to come to the floor. We can just extend and bring them back. If you bring them back, don't let them come higher than the hips. Extend, pull in. If at any point you feel your spine starting to kind of arch, make the movement smaller. Bring the arms up a little higher. Stay with me for 4, 3, 2, and release those feet down. We're going to take the weights off to the side. Come all the way onto your right side. Right side with your knees bent, bringing your knees in line with your hips and knees at 90 degrees. Big toes stay touching, open knees, close. Just a classical clamshell here, squeezing up and down. Exhale up and down. Using your breath. 5, 4, 3, 2, stay at the top. Stay at the top. Bring the knee up towards your armpit. Super sexy look, I know. That was sarcasm. We're going to take the leg long. Now, hips are stacked, so your hips are pointed forward, not open and leaning back. Flex the toes of the top foot and kick forward. Point, kick back. Flex, kick forward. Point, kick back. Keeping your foot around the same height forward and back, and nothing else moves. So sometimes I see people kind of doing this like tilt with their torso. And I don't know about you, that actually makes me a bit motion sick. So keeping everything else stable. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay here, stay here. Line up those thighs parallel to each other and just a little pulse. Pulse, 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 and 5, 4, 3, 2. Now lift up the leg, hug it in, and while we're doing that, we're straightening the bottom leg out, bringing your top foot in front. Now you can hold on to your foot, you can bring it down, you can keep it low. I'm going to try and give myself a stretch while I do this, so I'm pulling it in tighter, and my knees pointed to the sky, not towards my shoulders, towards the sky. Bottom thigh squeezes up and down. Activating through the inner thigh, and if you can let go, that's great. If not, I need to hold on because my foot's going to wing out on me. Using exhale, squeezing up and down. And 5, 4, 3, 2. Release that leg down. Extend both legs long and come onto your belly for just a moment. Rock your hips side to side. And then hands underneath your chin. Small movement. This is a small movement. We're not squeezing the bum cheeks. We're just lifting up through the breastbone. And we're doing this because it's the muscles between our shoulder blades, not my bum cheeks that are lifting up. It's through my upper back. Exhale, squeezing up and down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to come onto our left side, which means I have to roll over. We're coming onto our left side with the knees bent. Knees are in line with your hips, knees 90 degrees, big toes touch. Squeeze up and down, up and down. Use the exhale. Stay with me just a little longer. These aren't super challenging, but they can feel a little odd and weird. And 5, 4, 3, 2. Keep that leg up. Hug it in. I know it feels a little awkward and definitely not a sexy look, but this is a great stretch. But now we're going to tilt the hips and extend the leg nice and long. Flex the toes, kick it forward, point, kick back. Flex it forward, point, kick back. And again, keep your torso nice and stable. Flex and forward, pointing back. I'm really concentrating on just moving from my hip joint and down. Point, flex, and back. Using exhale, inhale back. And let's go for 2 more. And next one forward we stay and we pulse. Lining up thigh to thigh, pulse, pulse, pulse. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and hug it in, bring that foot in front while taking the bottom leg nice and long. I'm going to point my knee to the sky and I'm going to go onto the ball of my foot. I've got really short legs and if I put my heel down, I just have no space. So this works better for me. But anywhere you can plant your foot, don't worry about how high up it actually goes. Bottom leg squeezes up and down. And as usual, Melanie got carried away. According to my playlist, we're now in our relaxing song and we're still doing muscle work. So, haha, sorry about that. But we're almost there. 4, 3, 2, Now, instead of coming onto your belly, just hold that top thigh, bring it in, and you're gonna come onto your back. Oop, I rolled off my mat. Hug it in, rock a little side to side. Slow down your breath. One hand on each knee. Let's circle those knees around and away from each other. Inhale and exhale around. If you're inclined, if your body wants anything else, I'm always game for a happy baby pose, but maybe your body really wants a twist today. Maybe your body wants a hamstring stretch. So this is a chance just for a few breaths to kind of honor what your body needs. If you're in happy baby pose, experiment with rocking just a little side to side. Boop. And then feet come down, sway the knees side to side. Just a little rock, just a little sway. And then anything else that your body needs, give it a stretch, give it a twist. And wherever you are, you're going to come onto your side and make your way up. But take your time. Don't need to race up. And just take a moment. Just a little rock, just a little sway, just a little exploration here of how's your body feeling compared to when we first started. And one big circle, reach up to the sky, exhale. And you're done.